Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is adjective phrase 95. The adjective phrase today is touchy-feely. And we got 3 meanings and 3 uses. Okay, somebody wants a screenshot? Do it right now. Let's get right to it. If someone says that something is touchy-feely, it means someone is expressing their emotions of love or affection in a very open way, which one may find embarrassing or silly. Yeah, if one likes it, if one thinks it's romantic, they won't call it touchy-feely. It's only when you think it kind of goes overboard, it's over-sentimental, it's almost kind of embarrassing or almost a little ridiculous, it's going that far, then you might say that it's a little too touchy-feely. Okay. All right, the second one here is focus too much on emotion rather than rational thought. Yeah, so we also say touchy-feely when we think rational thought or a rational or deeper story or message is what's wanted rather than touchy-feely. All right, and the third one here, the third one is more literal. Having a liking for physical contact with others, especially to an excessive extent. So somebody that kind of puts their hands on you, it touches you a little bit more than you feel maybe even appropriate or a little too much, or where it doesn't seem like it was called for it, you might think that that person is a little too touchy-feely. Okay, all right, let's continue. Now, we don't have an exact origin of it, but we do know the term seems to have become popular in the U.S. during the 1970s. That's around when it started to pick up its use. All right, and we got 6 examples to kind of cover these 3 definitions and uses. Here's the first one. I'm not really into chick flicks. Sometimes I've talked about this before. These are movies that are targeted directly towards women. They are too touchy-feely for me. So especially if there's a guy that says that this movie's, just a movie that's targeted towards women, it's a lot of emotion and a lot of crying. So he might describe it as being too touchy-feely for him. He doesn't really like that. He thinks it goes too far. It's kind of silly, or possibly even, he prefers something more deeper or something like that. All right, number 2, she likes to read a lot of touchy-feely poetry. Yeah, it's another way that we might use it. Your speech is a little too touchy-feely. Focus on the facts. Well, whatever it is, maybe somebody was getting a little too emotional with their speech, but, maybe the message was supposed to be more important. They wanted it to be more direct, more rational. Number 4, that singer only writes those touchy-feely la-la songs. Yeah, we often say la-la songs because a lot of those romantic love songs used to have a lot of la-la-la-la, especially I think the Carpenters, and they go la-la-la, basically in their songs. I prefer songs that have a deeper message. So that's what somebody might say. So they think their love songs are a little too touchy-feely. Okay, and number 5 here. That politician had a reputation for being a little too touchy-feely. Well, this is the one where we say maybe he's touching some of the people a little inappropriately, a little too much, more than you think a politician should go. All right, or number 6 here, I am glad we have a new supervisor. The last one was a little too touchy-feely. It was practically borderline sexual harassment. So probably not definite ones, otherwise he probably would have been, fired for that or arrested for that. But maybe, again, he kind of touched a lot and not always when it was called for, but even though it was probably only touching arms or shoulders or something like that, it was maybe for some of the people, or especially maybe some of the women, if it was a guy, they were thinking he was going a little overboard, a little too much. You don't want to say, hey, that's sexual harassment, but it may not really be that, but kind of touching a little too much, kind of like that. Then we say it's touchy-feely. All right, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it was very informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.